Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside the Vernon Curling Club. I am Jordan Kiss here with you for Draw 3 here of women's action of the Prestige Hotels and Resorts Curling Classic. It's Team Slattery versus Team Thompson in a battle of two BC teams. Team Thompson will start off with the hammer here as they drew right to the button, while Team Slattery put it through the rings. And we'll start off with the Team Slattery lead, Kim Slattery, who throws the lead rocks on this team. She will call the rest of the game in the house. It is Alyssa Kylo calling the line right now. And I'll place this first rock right in the forefoot. And it is the second event on the BC Women's Curling Tour, presented by Bel Air Direct Insurance and Best Western, the official hotel of Curl BC. For Team Slattery, this is their first. Well, Team Thompson, this is their second. They finished third at the King Cash in the middle of September. And it's the Team Thompson lead, Lynette Nordic, playing the open hit and will stick it. Team Thompson 0-1 so far. They lost to Kelsey Rock yesterday, but for Team Slattery, this is their first game here. They are the home team here on the women's side from the Vernon Curling Club, while Team Thompson from the Kamloops Curling Club. This rock is curling on them and will over curl and slide on by. Of course, Team Thompson has the advantage of this one, as they've already played a game so far this week. And Team Slattery were just here yesterday practicing, so game practice always a little different. This rock is got some speed to it and will slide on through. So now for Team Slattery, it's second Shania McGivern. Team Slattery and Team Thompson, this is the sixth time they've met head-to-head in a World Curling Tour action. Team Slattery holds a 4-1 lead in their 5-game series. The last time they met was at the BC Scotties last year, where Team Thompson came out on top 8-2. Of course, Carla Thompson, a former BC Scotties champion. And that hit is made and will roll to the wing. And it's Amanda Guido now. For Team Slattery, after the miss, an opportunity here. I'll play a center guard, tight center guard, bring play back towards the middle. Try to set up a force here. to play this one in the rings. And it will slide to the back 4, back 8 area, but still a good result. It is in play, always important. And for Team Thompson, a chance to just hit and roll in front of the other blue on the left here. Sheila Cowan now the third for Team Slattery. Slattery, it's their first event this season. Of course, they've been tour for a while. Sheila Cowan, a new member to this team. Last year for Team Slattery, their best finishes on the tour were 2 second-place finishes at the Kamloops Crown of Curling and the Sunset Ratch Kelowna Double Cash. Kim Slattery and Alyssa Kylo on part of that team. And that rock will come through the ring, so a couple struggles here early on for both teams. Now Jody Brennan will get ready to throw her first here in the first end. That Nordic on the broom right now. And the hit is made, and it will roll to the back 8-foot area there on the right side. Now for Sheila, a chance again to play this open hit. Clean this one all the way down, and perfectly made. They will hit and stick, and those open ones, it's always just important. Hit and stick it. Usually it doesn't matter where you roll. And they're going to play this one center line out here, and we've seen in our first 2 draws, it curls a little more once you go towards the wings, so see, but this one isn't doing that. It's hanging a little on the center. They're trying to make it curl, and they will hit, but it will roll out, giving Alyssa Kylo and Team Slattery here a chance for the free draw. And they're just going to look to put it right in the middle. The yellow rock kind of on the left side, not really usable for them to maybe freeze or maybe hope for a jam. Now, if you really wanted to, you could maybe play a draw here, kind of back 4, and then, of course, Team Thompson will play the hit, and if you're lucky, they jam, and hopefully your rock will kind of roll to this area, but that's highly unlikely, and I don't think for Team Slattery you're kind of gonna hope that's gonna happen. So they're just gonna play the open draw here to the middle. But this one has some little extra weight to it as Carla Thompson sweeps it and will sit to the back of the 12-foot. Carla Thompson makes her way down, the lefty, former BC Scotties champion. Just a hit it on the nose and stick in the rings here for Team Thompson. Lynette Nordic on the right, Amanda Guido on the left. And it is made and will sit right on the center line in the back of the 12th foot. Now for Team Slattery and Alyssa Kylie here. Still a very important shot, even though it is wide open. You do want to again, just stick in the rings there and force Team Thompson to make a play for that blank instead of giving them the, the chance just to throw it through. Just clean this one as it crosses the hog line, and will it sit in the rings? Will it sit? And it will just hang on at the back of the 12 foot, forcing Team Thompson to play the hit, and we'll look for the blank here in one. The last rock here in end number one. And they're on this one. I'm hoping it'll over curl. Will it roll out? Will it roll out? It will not. It will stick in the rings. An early mistake there for Team Thompson, but they will score their single here in the first inning and will take the lead here early on. Back with more action here from the Vernon Curling Club right after this.
Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Bel Air Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Bel Air Direct.
Back inside the Vernon Curling Club. It's a score of 1 for Team Thompson on the missed blank opportunity. Team Slattery will have a hammer, and just 4 other games going on here this morning. Over on sheet 2, it's defending BC Women's Champion Sarah Wark against defending Canadian Women's Champion Chelsea Carey. Team Wark scored a single in the first end. Over on sheet 3, it's Team Ebi against Team Hayashi. Ebi has a 1-0 lead in that one. On sheet 4, it's Team Sarah Daniels against 2-time Canadian Junior World Champion Kelsey Rock. And no update on the score on that one. They haven't put the score up yet. And over on sheet 5, it's Team Richards versus Team Coulomb, as they are still in the first. Jordan Kiss here with you at the Prestige Hotels and Resorts Curling Classic. And the hit by Lynette is made, and we'll roll to the back, the 12-foot on the left. It looks like we're gonna have another. Or Team Kyla or Team Slattery here, and looks like Kyla looking to play maybe the aggressive route here with the last rock, and can, you know, they'll afford to do so. So they'll play just to the tee line here on the left side. This looks a little heavy, and it will slide on by. Both teams kind of struggling with draw weight here early on. For Team Thompson, just a throw one on the top of the 4-foot. Amanda Guido now, her first here in end number 2. It will come to rest there in the top of the 8-foot. No chance for Team Slattery to, you know, play a hit and roll here just to the left side, and kind of hope Team Thompson jams their hit.
Came to collect it and you didn't write on it, so there you go. Sorry. We're new at this.
Shania McGivern now for Team Slattery. This one needs to curl a little bit for him because it's a little wide. Will hit, and she will roll out. Another opportunity for Team Thompson here. Just put the rock in the same spot. Again, this rock's looking a little nice, maybe a little deeper than the last one. You don't want to be too deep here, but it will end up in a good spot, almost the exact same spot, top of the 8-foot. Another chance for Team Slattery and Shania to play this hit and roll. Always the hit and roll is always one of the most difficult shots to make. You have to be perfect on the weight, perfect on the line. You need good communication between the sweepers and the person in the house. Kim's calling him to sweep. The sweepers were a little hesitant to get on it early, and to see it's going to overcome, but maybe a chance for a double here. She'll get the one, and it will get the other one out. A good result there for Team Slattery. I don't think it was the original call, but they'll take it nonetheless. They're on to third stones here in the second end. It'll be another hit for Jody Brennan. On this one early again, you can see it's really curling on them, and it will hit, and it will go out of play. So the job is done. But for Team Slattery, a chance to put one in the rings again on the wings. If you are Team Slattery, you could also, you know, do you have the hammer? You could maybe possibly, you know, throw a corner guard here and see what Team Thompson does with it. Could set up your two, but they're gonna place it in the rings here. You know, play for the blank. Then if you know if Team Thompson makes a mistake, you have an opportunity to get your deuce. It's a good scenario to be in for Team Slattery. Sheila Cowan delivers. Her first, and again, this one's a little heavy. But it will stay in the house, back to 12 foot. You see Team Thompson here on these wider shots, playing the turn towards the boards instead of maybe the outside in. Of course, it's really a preference of what do you feel more comfortable throwing. They feel like they know the line better out here and where to put the broom, so that's what they're going to do. And again, this one's over curling on them. They're going to gotta hit it to get a piece of it, and again they'll hit it. Is it enough? And it's just enough. It will just slide past the back line. That'll be a draw to the other side here for Team Slattery, and maybe give Team Thompson a different look at a hit. But also, you could put it in the same spot because you see that the last two rocks they've over curled. So maybe they haven't figured out that spot on the right side yet, but that's what Team Slattery's decided to do. Is this one looks a little better. It does have to put some brakes to it. Will slide to the back of the 8 foot, and again, just another open hit here for Carla Thompson. She heads down to throw her first rock here in the second end. You know, they're gonna try to make this one curl. And again, they'll hit and roll out here, giving, you know, Team Slattery a chance to really have an open jaw to get their draw weight down, which has been a struggle for both teams here early on. So now they're gonna go back to the other side. So Alyssa Kylo, the fourth rock thrower here on Team Slattery. So really for Team Slattery here, just put it in the rings. Now this one again looks heavy. It's gonna be another draw through the house for Team Slattery here. Just haven't been able to really find their touch so far early on. But luckily enough, it is, you know, it is an open house. They're not really giving Team Thompson a huge opportunity here, but they will, for Carla, a chance to again throw it in the rings and make Alyssa Carlo play a hit for the blank here. first rock for the last rock for Carla Thompson comes down. And it will come to rest on the top of the button there for Alyssa Carlo. A blank attempt. We saw Carla stick her blank in the first end, and Alyssa not looking to do the same. But of course, the main goal here is just to remove that yellow stone. Final stone here in the second end. And the blank is made, and Team Slattery will take the hammer going into end number 3, and we'll be right back with more action here at the Prestige Hotels, Resorts, and Curling Classic right after this. Jordan Kiss here with you inside the Vernon Curling Club. It's end number 3 between Team Slattery and Team Thompson, and draw number 3 here at the Prestige Hotels and Resorts Curling Classic. The blank by Team Slattery in number 2, and Team Thompson will play the guard here and to start us off. It looks like we'll have a little more rocks in play in this end. King will slide into the top of the 12th one for Carla a chance to play the hit and roll. On that Nordic, her second rock here in number 3. And she will sit on the nose.
I'm gonna get to it.
hit by Kim is made, and we'll sit on the top of the 12-foot there for Team Thompson. And maybe a chance to hit and roll. Maybe just nose it as well. Of course, 5 rock rule in play here. 8 ends, no timeouts, no time limit. 17 teams on the women's side. There's 2 blocks of 6, and then a group of 5, which these 2 teams are in. So they'll play 4 games. They will have each have a bye, while the other 2 blocks will play 5 games each. Top 6 teams on the women's side will make the playoffs. The top 3 in each group will automatically qualify. Then it'll be the next 3 best records, so we'll get the final 3 spots. And then tiebreakers will be decided by last stone draw. Of course, those last stone draw now is at the end of the practice are mean a lot more than just getting hammered to start the game. They could make the difference between playoffs and not making the playoffs. That draw will slide to the back of the 8-foot. Not a super dangerous rock for Team Thompson here, so they're going to elect just to play the come around, sit top 4 behind their own. This looks very good for the weight. Just needs to curl a bit for him. And Amanda Guido with a great shot there. Will sit, about half open, half to 3/4 open here for Team Slattery to make a play on it. Although they do have to be careful. It is, again, very easy to jam this yellow rock into the back with the blue. But the call here is just to hit and roll to the left. Kind of sit in the 8-foot is where you want, trying to make that hit and roll behind the guard for Team Thompson as long as possible. And Shayna McGivern now. And her second stone. And this one needs to curl a bit for him. It's going to be close to Sheila Cowan sweeping it right now. And a great shot there. We'll sit now 2 with the hammer. As we now make our way to 3rd rocks. That'll be for Jody Brennan, just like Carla pointed out there, to hit and roll over just behind their own guard again. This one's a little wide, so the plan B call here is to play the double. And they'll get the one, and they will get both, and the yellow will hang on there on the edge of the 12. So great call by Carla Thompson as she noticed the rock was a little wide, coming out of Jody's hand, and made the adjustment. Now for Team Slattery, it's decision time here. They do have hammer. They could go after the rock on the wings there, but if they stick in a roll, Team Thompson just might ignore it and go behind their own guard. So they're gonna look to play the come around first. Jupiter on this one. They got to get it there. First line looks fine as it gets close to that yellow guard. Now to finish it off. Great sweep by Alyssa and Shayna there. They'll come to the top of the 8-foot, but it's a short run back here for Jody Brennan and Team Thompson. So just needs to curl a little bit for him. It's going to be close. Oh, that looks like they may have waited a little too long. Oh, they waited just enough. A little lucky there. But they will remove the blue rock. Did look like that kind of shooter just kind of took off a little bit on them as they got to the hog line. A little jump on them, but the shot is still made now for Team Slattery and Sheila Cowan. Another chance to play the draw here. A little wider this time. Sheila's just going to ask for a little more ice here. Way again looks good here by Sheila. He just needs to curl as Alyssa's trying to do so, and it will slide to the back of the 4-foot. Sitting shot rock behind the yellow guard, but for Team Thompson, they do have a chance just to, just to come in, play the freeze, and then be a really good position to force the Team Slattery to 1. Even if you're top 4 shot rock in this situation, you're still good as it's kind of right there, partially open. There's no way Team Slattery will be able to get it out. So a little room to work with for Carla Thompson on her first rock. Sweepers haven't touched this. They've backed off a little bit. Needs to come down for them. He's hanging out there as well. Needs to curl and needs to slow down. And it will slide to the back 8, just biting the back 4. But a great opportunity here for Team Slattery to play the draw and sit 2 with the hammer. They almost want it exactly where Team Thompson would like to put it. Again, top 4 here. You just need a good piece of the 4 to sit shot stone. Love to bury as much as you can. So Alyssa Kyla now her first here in end number 3. this one's heavy and kind of the start for Alyssa so far early on. Just not able to, to find her draw, which she's been heavy on a lot of them. She was even heavy on the one and the draw of the button in the practice, but a missed opportunity there for Team Slattery to really put the pressure on Carla on her final stone. And for Carla, she has the exact same shot here to sit one and force Team Slattery to play the single. And if you make it, you will most likely force Alyssa to play the draw, which again, as I've mentioned, she's hasn't been able to find that weight yet. Now for Carla, she did play this on her last shot. It was a little heavy, so she knows, that somebody at her level will have made the adjustment here, just to take a little off. Again, this one's hanging out a little wide for him. It's finishing up now. Now they got to get it there for weight. This is going to be really close. They got to get it there. They got to get it there. And it will come to the top of the 4 foot. Maybe just a biter. Top 8. But it will be a draw for 2 here for Team Slattery and Alyssa Kylo. Sweepers just waited a little too long on that one. Line looked great. Now it was a little wide, so they did have to wait on it to curl. And then once it did curl, it was almost just too late. But needs a piece of the 4 here. See if Alyssa can find her weight here. This one just needs to curl for him. Needs to get there for weight, and it will be short. So it'll just be a score of 1 for Team Slattery here in end number 3 to tie it up at 1 apiece here in Vernon.
Sick fight, you gotta see this. Look, 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 look.
Shh, I'm saving money.
Save up to 25% on your optional car insurance for safe driving with Bel Air Direct.
Here inside the Vernon Curling Club, it's the Prestige Hotels and Resorts Curling Classic, part of the BC Women's Curling Tour presented by Bel Air Direct Insurance, where Curl BC members can benefit from a discount on car, home, condo, and tenant insurance on top of any other savings, discounts, and benefits you are already eligible for. When you do call Bel Air Direct, mention you are a Curl BC member for your exclusive premium. We also like to thank Via Sport and the government of BC, who are supporting all events on the BC Curling Tours this season through Hosting BC, so thank you for making this stream possible. This is our 3rd draw of action here in Vernon. We'll be bringing you every game here on Sheet 1 through the round robin play of both women's and men's play, and then we'll move over to the middle sheets for the playoffs on Sunday. And it's game 1 of 4 on tap today. Of course, coming up next on 12:30, it's Jim Cotter versus Team Morizumi from Japan, and draw 1 of men's play here, and that should be a fantastic one to watch. Where's Jim Carter, the hometown team here? We're end number 4 in this one. Jordan Kiss with you. Team Slattery scoring their single in end number 3. Team Thompson with the hammer in the first rock. From Kim will come to a center guard. And this one's moving on them. And will rack on the blue. Well, that Nordic there throwing the lead stones. So it'll be a just to come around these two guards here for Team Slattery. But this one's got some speed to it. It will come behind the tee. Now where will it sit? It will come to the back of the 8-foot. For Team Thompson, a chance to play the come around once more. Lynette Nordic now, another opportunity. Update on the other games over on sheet 2. Chelsea Carey holds a 3-1 lead over Sarah Wark as they play end number 4. On sheet 3, Team Hayashi and Team Ebby are tied at 1. This is their in the 4th end as well. On sheet 4, Kelsey Rock has a 4-0 lead over Sarah Daniels. And on sheet 5, Team Richards is up 3-2 over Team Coulomb as they finished off end number 3. I'll have to skip rocks over there. And come around, comes to the back of the 4-foot here for Team Thompson. We now are on to second stones here and a chance to lock one on here for Team Slattery. Safe to say if this rock from Shayna McGivern comes anywhere is kind of partially buried, you'll expect to see maybe Team Thompson try to play a peel of some sorts. This one is a little heavy. And will spill to the back, the 12-foot. Both these teams haven't been light on their draws, and that one you would rather have been light than heavy. Because if you're light and you're sitting, you know, if you end up sitting in this area, it's still a usable rock for a team. You can use it to tap or run in later on, and also acts as a partial guard. So it's all about your tolerances when you're throwing shots. You know, you never want to miss your shot, but there's always a wrong way to miss it, and that's something you should be aware of as you do throw. You know, just to know that, oh, if it's okay if I'm light here, or no, it's okay to maybe be a little heavy on this shot. There's that rock there for Team Thompson. Comes up a little late, but again, still not terrible. Still a usable rock for them if they have to. This rock's pretty close for line now. They gotta, this one taken off on them. Gotta get it by that blue guard. Gotta get it by. And it will rack and spill into the 8-foot. But a great opportunity here for Team Thompson with the hammer to play this hit and roll. Would love to be kind of on the center line if you're Anywhere's over here for Team Thompson, it'll still allow Team Slattery to play that freeze. And they will just hit it on the nose. Sweepers are on this one. This one's again curling on them. Team Slattery. Will hit the blue. Will hit the yellow, and the yellow will come to the back of the blue. Not a good result for Team Slattery. As Team Thompson now has a chance to sit 3 here. Rock's coming in quite nicely. Jody Brennan, her throw will come in to the 4-foot top 8. It is open though for Team Slattery, so they could play. Looks like there is a triple lined up there for them if they would like to, if they want to play it. See what they do here, at least for them. Maybe clear them one of the top, get them one of the back of the 4-foot out of the way. Although for Team Slattery, if they can get at that one and sit on it, still that could be a end saver for them later on. This one just needs to curl a little bit. And they'll only get the 1. That's a chance here for Team Thompson to make this draw even better. This one is coming in nicely again. And it will come to the top of the 12th foot there, but they are still sitting 3 here. So we're now on to skip rocks in the 4th end. Another chance here for Team Slattery to run on skip rocks. Again, this one's a little wide on them. They'll just clear the front here again. And for the third time, Team Thompson will have another chance to really sink one in here. Thompson will head down, so again, just chance to bury top 4. It's kind of like right there, and if, you know, that'll really put some pressure on Alyssa Kylo on her last one. But the way it's looking right now, Team Thompson is going to score multiple points here in the set unless something terrible happens. Come around draw for Carla. It's her first here in the 4th. And the sweepers are on this one for weight now. We'll love to get it in there. Gotta get it there. Gotta get it there. That will corner that guard, and Team Slattery now a chance to, you know, get one in there and, you know, sit shot rock here. You know, if Team Slattery just come around right in there, you know, all Team Thompson will have to score will play this in off here on the left, or excuse me, on the right. But even that's really flat. Big shot here for Team Slattery and Alyssa Kylo. Without the last rock here in 4, halfway through this one. Draw weight has been a struggle early on here for Alyssa, but let's see if she can get it here. One's looking nice. Got to make a curl now on it for weight. Oh, it's going to be really nice if they can get it there. Sheila Cowan on the right. Shayna McGivern on the left. And they will sit on the button. The perfect shot. Now for Team Thompson. Can you get to the inside of this rock and, you know, some soft weight and punch it through for your 2? Maybe your 3. It's really tough to get in there and get to the inside of that. But they're maybe looking at this run back here, maybe kind of running this yellow in right here, right into the blue. Although you have to watch this rock on the right here, because that could be in the way. I think those are the only 2 shots. I don't believe there's enough room on the left side to come around those guards and sit kind of almost full button. You know, the in-off here is possible, but looks like they're going to play the run back here. Yellow into the blue, and that could be for 2. Could also be for 3. Looks like if you do make it, you're guaranteed your 2. That blue could clip the one on the back of the 4-foot or the one on the back of the 8-foot. The last rock here in the 4th end for Team Thompson. That's close. Oh, looks like they might have lost it. Looks like they might have lost it. Just jumped on them, and the rock on the guard will be a steal of 1 for the home team, Team Slattery, here in this one. And they'll go up 2-1 halfway through this one here in Vernon at the Prestige Hotels and Resorts Curling Classic.
Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Bel Air Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Bel Air Direct.
Inside the Vernon Curling Club, it's the Prestige Hotels and Resorts Curling Classic. Part of the BC Curling Tour, presented by Best Western, the official hotel of Curl BC, where Curl BC members can use this corporate ID code. Write this down, folks. 01504820. You use that code when you book a room at a Best Western, and you can receive discounted rates up to 19% off all the best available rates. You can do this online or by calling 1-800-WESTERN. Jordan Kiss with you here for end number 5 between Team Slattery and Team Thompson. A steal of 1 for Team Slattery in end number 4. We'll give them the 1-point advantage. Team Slattery, it's their first game here this weekend. For Team Thompson, it is their second. Rock will come to the top 12-foot, top 8-foot area. It'll be a corner guard here, asked for Lynette Nordic. This one will come to rest in the free guard zone. It is a corner guard. Job well done. Kim Slattery, who skips this team but does throw the lead stones, will throw her second. Of course, with these BC Curling Tours, points are up for grabs for positioning. The top point getter on the BC Curling Tour will get an automatic berth in provincials, while CTRS points are also up for grabs as well here in this event. And the top 2 teams in CTRS points in BC will also receive an automatic spot in provincials. And of course, provincials this year in Cranbrook over in the Kootenays. So lots up for grabs, plus the prize money as well. Now on to second rocks here. It's going to be speeding. Looks like a nose hit for Shayna. Sweepers are saying this one's a little heavy. Or looks like they're trying to make a curl. She will hit, and she will stick there on the top of the 12 foot. There's still an opportunity here for Team Thompson and Amanda Guido to play the long hit and roll. And if you make this hit and roll, you might even make the double. We'll have to wait and see. This one will just come to the nose, and we'll sit right there, and still Team Slattery sitting the 1. You have a decision to make for Team Slattery. You could go after that yellow one. You know, another option maybe would be draw to the open side there, but it does allow Team Thompson a shorter hit and roll behind the corner guard. So right now, without hammer, it's just, you know, kind of almost like just eliminate the opposing stones. So they will just play the hit, maybe try a little roll in front of their own. This one looks a little wide, as it looks like again trying to make a curl. At least the curl to hit a piece of this one. And she will do just that. It will spill the yellow one out, but a chance for Team Thompson here just to play the straight nose here. It's a very difficult roll. It's really long. It's again all the way across the house. And if you do roll, you're going to end up kind of in the back 8 foot area, back 12 foot, which will allow Team Slattery to play the freeze. They will roll towards the button. Now on to third rocks here. Just be a hit here for Sheila Cowan. Or maybe a little roll away if you can. You don't want to roll towards, you know, that corner guard. You'll just make it a little easier for Team Thompson. I'm going to sweep this one to keep it straight. And they will roll towards the right side there, right on the O of total restoration. And that's an opportunity here for Team Thompson, Jody Brennan, to play this hit and roll here a little easier this time. This one's hanging out a little bit. They're not going to roll in, but they might roll out. And we'll just roll to the button. A chance to play a hit again. Would like to roll to the left a little bit here for Team Slattery. You also don't want to roll too far left, because if you're in that 12-foot area on the left-hand side, you might see Team Thompson ignore it and just go around their corner, like we see right here. So Will hang in the 12 foot, and we'll see if Carla decides to go around the corner, and she will. With the hammer here, you do have an opportunity. You have your guard. No need to go after that one. That rocket back the 12 foot is not a threat to you if you're Team Thompson. It's not in your way. It's, you know, it's barely in the ring. So play the corner guard, and you will be shot rock. This one just needs to sit down for them. And it will, and they will be shot rock there in the back of the 12 foot. They are buried, but it is behind the tee line. Giving Team Slattery the opportunity here. You'll love to be right on the tee line for Team Slattery. If you freeze, he does leave Team Thompson again with kind of freeze to sit shot rock, but if you can sit kind of just above the tee line, it'll be a very delicate shot for Team Thompson on her next one. So now to skip stones here in number 5. So just playing the draw here for Alyssa Kylo. The sweepers haven't touched this. You can tell by Kim's posture there that it's heavy. And the draw struggles continue for Alyssa. This one slide on through. Now for Team Thompson, a couple options here. Again, you do go around the corner guard. You can, but if you're deep and you come to your yellow one, you'll give Team Slattery an out here that they could freeze on and sit shot. But if you come to the open side, I feel like kind of in the 8 foot area on the left. You'll force, Team Slattery to play that open hit, and you'll probably get your 2 out of it. I think it's an easier shot, it'll be an easier 2, but they're gonna like to go around the corner guard again. This is not a wrong call here. Both are very good. It's kind of whatever you feel like playing. So you want to be above the tee line here. That's the important thing for Team Thompson. Even if you're, in the top 12 foot partially buried, that's still a good result for your team. But don't forget, you also have that you also want to out count that blue rock there on the back left of the 12 foot. Need to get there here for weight. Line looks great. You gotta get it there. And it will come up short. And now for Team Slattery, chance to do the same thing here. Play the come around. And force Team Thompson for a draw from 1. They're looking at, top 8 foot there, kind of half in the 8, half in the 12 is great. You're half buried. That way it'll be a very difficult hit for Team Thompson for their 2. But again, if it is high, it will leave Carla with the shot for 2, but it won't be an easy one. anywhere, behind those guards is a good spot here for Team Slattery. As it's their last rock here, and then number 5. Lascalo, the 4th stone thrower. Again, sweepers haven't touched this one. And again, Alyssa Kyla will throw one heavy. And it'll be an open draw here for Team Thompson. They're going to Kyla play the out turn at this one. Just needs 3/4 of the rock in the 12 foot to score her 2 here and take the 1-point lead. So last rock here and end. Number 5. It's a draw for 2 for Team Thompson. The sweepers haven't touched this one either. Draws have been an issue for both teams here so far, and this one's got some speed to it, but is it too much as Kim tries to sweep it out? And it will hang on to the back of the 12 foot. It'll be a score of 2 for Team Thompson here in the 5th. So after 5 ends of play here in Vernon, Team Thompson will have the 3-2 lead with Prestige Hotels and Resorts Curling Classic. Back inside the Vernon Curling Club here, I'm Jordan Kiss, and number 6 is underway here as Lynette Nordic gets things started for Team Thompson with up 1 without the hammer here. I'd like to thank Dave Merklinger and the Vernon Curling Club for being great hosts and organizing the event, and we do have a final. It's over on sheet 4. It's looks like Kelsey Rock defeated Sarah Daniels. Kelsey Rock will go to 2-0 with Sarah Daniels 0-2. Now over on sheet 2, Chelsea Carey holds a 5-2 lead over Sarah Wark. On sheet 3, Team Ebby is up 5-2 over Team Hayashi from Japan. And on sheet 5, Richards holds a 4-3 lead over Team Coulomb. Again, I'd like to thank the Vernon Curling Club and Dave Merklinger for being great host to all the crews and to us as well. Marcio Sicaro, our technical producer, has been working non-stop since we've arrived Wednesday night. I'd also like to thank you for joining us here on Curl BC's YouTube page. Our first of 4 draws today. Our next game coming up at 12:30. It'll be Team Cotter versus Team Morzumi. the second of the lead stones as the corner guard is made by Kim Slattery. Also have to give a shout out to all the volunteers as well and all the staff here at the Vernon Curling Club. These events don't go on with the hard work of the members. From the people selling the tickets to the people in the kitchen and up in the bar, and all the ice makers as well. As this rock from Lynette will come to the top of the 4-foot. There's a little room for Team Slattery to play the hit and roll here. Don't need too much weight, backline weight to hack weight. The sweepers are on this one. This one's diving towards the blue guard, trying to get it by. And will they? It will not, but watch it out here. It might come to rest on that yellow one. They will hit it, and they will spill to the 8-foot, but sit in third. An open hit for Team Thompson. Gotta be careful for Team Thompson here where your shooter goes. You kind of want to roll towards the left. If he knows it, you kind of create a pocket for Team Slattery. You can roll towards the middle. So where this rock ends up is very important, and the way the rest of this end could shape up. Will hit on the nose. Now there is a pocket there for Team Slattery if she would like to use it right now. Maybe wait a little bit. You still have the corner guard, but they're going to elect to roll towards those two yellows on the left. Of course, the other option is again to roll to the right behind your own. Even if you could sit kind of like right there, that's a good spot. It'll be very difficult for Team Thompson to get it out. Take 2 shots for them. Well, looks like the plan B shot's being called here, trying to roll behind the corner. And that is executed to perfection. Perfectly behind the corner guard. And Carla's left with no choice for me right now to maybe play the freeze on it. But they're going to look to play the peel. Peel is made. Sorry? Still on second stones here in the 6th end. Last of the seconds. And it's kind of a draw to the pocket here for Team Slattery. And Shayna Givrin. This one's a little heavy. And it will take it and roll open, but still in the rings though, so could definitely come into play later on. But for Team Thompson, just a little hit and flop here towards the middle. Now on to third rocks, Jody Brennan. This one's a little wide. Watching might collect that blue one at the back, but it won't. But is Team Thompson sitting 3 without the hammer here in number 6. Looks like Team Slattery will play a hit and roll here on the one on the left, just roll in front of the one at the back of the 8-foot. So kind of just hit this one, then just roll right in here. We'll just get the one and then we'll roll the other way. And a chance for Team Thompson and Jody to again play the hit and roll back towards the middle. And just a small roll on top of their own. This one needs to curl for them. They'll hit the blue. Will it hit anything else? Or will they roll out? And it will roll to the back of the 12-foot now. That is 4th shot. But now for Team Slattery. Deuce is on the table right now. So they're looking to play a hit and roll here. They're going to play this one on the right. Hit and roll all the way over. Love to be on the left side of the 4-foot in this kind of, just in this area here would be great. Sweepers are on this one. Seen this turn a couple times towards the boards this while, and it's moving a lot. That one will just roll a little bit. Still pretty good there. They are sitting shot stone. And another chance for Team Thompson just to play a small hit and roll towards the left. As we're now on to skip rocks here and end number 6. This one's a little wide. Again, got a curl as Amanda's on the brush right now, trying to do just that. She will hit, and now where will she roll? And she will roll over to left. It does create a pocket here for Team Slattery. A chance to sit there and Now, Team Thompson won't be able to remove it. Well, you could also maybe play a double here and sit your 2. But it looks like they're gonna just play the hit and roll on top. Hit the one on the left first, and then just roll over a little bit to the right. Hit on top, it'll almost be like a freeze. It's tough to tell from here right now, but it looks like maybe the gap between those 2 rocks is a little big to play a freeze. Maybe sit in the pocket. This one's hanging out, so might kind of play the audible here and go for this thin double, and they'll only get the 1, a little wide. They will roll out, so a chance here for Carly to play the hit on this yellow one and force Team Slattery to the single. I think for them, I'd like to maybe roll a little bit over to the left, not to create a little, some backing for Team Slattery on her last. As Alyssa, the 4th rock for Team Slattery, has struggled with her draw, but she's been heavy on every one of her draws so far, except for 1 where she was a little light. So you don't want to give her any backing here. You want to make her, play an open draw. So if you can roll to the left a little bit for Team Thompson, that'd be good. But priority here is just eliminate the blue rock, and then worst case you're giving up 1. Blue will be eliminated, and now sitting 3 without the last rock here for Team Thompson. Now for Kylo, she's going to play the draw here, hoping to finally find her draw weight. She does have some backing if she needs to use it. Now some players, maybe when they are struggling with their draw weight, they will elect to play the hit. But she wants to play a draw. In this situation, it's just a matter of preference what you want to play. You can play the hit on the one on the left, play the one on the back of the 8-foot, or again, like she's doing right now, just play to the draw for the full 8-foot to score the single here. So last rock here and the 6th end. And again, sweepers are staying away from this one. They don't want to go on it now. Oh, did she do it again? It's got a curl for them. And it's got to sit. It's got to sit. It will slide to back 12. And it looks like it'll be a steal of 2 for Team Thompson here in 6. And the draw struggles for Alyssa Kylo continue here for her team. But after 6 ends here in Vernon, it is Team Thompson 5, Team Slattery 2.
Woo-hoo. Sick fight, you gotta see this. Look, 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 look.
Shh, I'm saving money.
Save up to 25% on your optional car insurance for safe driving with Bel Air Direct.
And number 7 is underway here in Vernon at the Prestige Hotels and Resorts Curling Classic. I'm Jordan Kiss, so Lynette Nordic with her first here in the 7th. Team Thompson with a 3-point lead without the hammer. And we'll come to the rest of the top of the 8-foot. And the corner guard here for skip, but throws the lead, Kim Slattery. Corner guard is perfectly made there by Kim. Now a chance for Team Thompson just to play a freeze on their own, maybe a little tap. Some updates over on sheet 2. In the 7th end, it's Chelsea Carey holding a 5-3 lead over Sarah Wark. Chelsea Carey does have the hammer in 7. And on sheet 3, it looks like we do have a final as Team Ebby defeats Team Hayashi. And over on sheet 5, Richards holds a 7-3 lead over Team Coulomb as they play end number 6. Be hit and roll here, asked by Alyssa to Kim. Usually, play the hit and roll. This one's over curling on them. Might get a double out of this. And they will get one for sure, and the other one will spill to the back of the 8-foot. For Team Thompson and Amanda Guida just to play a nose hit. Jody Brennan currently sweeping, and it will come to the nose. Slight roll, but does the job. For Team Slattery, they do have the corner guard, and they are going to elect to go around it. No easier to play the come around than it is to play that hit and roll. Shayna McGivern. This one is sliding very heavy, and it's gonna go to the back of the 12-foot. And now Team Thompson is sitting 2, and now they're gonna play the peel. Peel is made, and the yellow will avoid everything in the house. Now for Team Slattery, you could, throw another corner guard. Freeze is an option. It's a very difficult freeze out that wide, especially with that rock at the top 8 foot. That's kind of in the way of your draw path. But I do believe it is there, so plan is just to come this way and again just freeze onto that one at the back of the 8 foot. Last of the second rocks here in the 7th end. This one looks close, and it looks like it's over curled. But needs to sit in the rings for Team Slattery here, and it will. Now for Carla, which one do you want to hit here? Now you're gonna play this one. You can just hit and roll. Hit and roll in front of your own, or you can hit and roll behind your own. No real bad spot to roll this rock.
I can't be.
And the hit is made. It'll roll over to the left a little bit, but the same shot is still there for Team Slattery if they wish to play it again. The same shot will be asked of Sheila Cowan. Just to play this freeze on the yellow rock at the back of the 8 foot. Sheila just takes her time to readjust. I need to sweep this one for line. And there's a little extra weight to it as well. Yeah, will hit it. So the rock is supposed to the back 12. No, yeah. Chance here for Team Thompson to eliminate this one. No, there is a double there if they want to play it. But for them right now, it's just to eliminate at least one of these blue stones. You don't want to jam here either. If you hit nose, it will jam. And the hit and roll is made behind their own yellow. Great shot there by Jody. Now for Team Slattery, it's kind of decision time here. You'll love to be able to score 2 here and just be down 1 going into the home end. But also, that rock in the back of the 12 foot for them is sitting 3rd shot. So if you remove both of these yellows, you are sitting 2. It looks like that's going to be the call. Final of the 3rd stones here in 7th end. And this one is really curling. You gotta make sure it doesn't jam on that back blue. It will eliminate it, and the shooter will stay in, but they will take out that blue stone at the back, the 12-foot, which is very unfortunate for Team Slattery. But a hit and roll here for Team Thompson. You want to roll, if you can, kind of roll the 4-foot over here and just block the freeze right now for Team Slattery, because I expect them to play it just to try to generate their 2 here in this end. Now on to skip rocks. Carla Thompson, the lefty. Now sweepers are really on this one. Oh, is it gonna jam? It will jam, but it will spill out, so a lucky break there for Team Thompson. And for Team Slattery and Alyssa Kylo now, a freeze opportunity to set up their 2. So a big shot here for Alyssa Kylo, who has struggled with her draw weight in this one. It's been heavy on a majority of them. Needs to make one here. Sweepers are on this one, which is a good sign. Did she pull the string on it? And it will come up light. It's kind of in between weights now for Alyssa. Now for Team Thompson, you could just eliminate that blue rock and maybe get a blank end. And you're up 3 without, which is a very good scenario. Or like they're saying, they're playing the open draw here to force Team Slattery to 1, but you have to be careful not to leave the double. But you could also even just come around that blue and really put the pressure on Team Slattery and Alyssa Kylo. If you make it, she's been struggling with her draw, which you'd have to make a perfect draw to score, and if she doesn't make it, that could be the game. All 3 very, viable options, but she's going to elect to play this hit here on the top blue. Just eliminate it, and again, worst case, you give up 1. And you have to be careful not to jam here. That's the one thing you can't do for Carla Thompson. And the blue will go away, and now for Team Slattery, it's what do you feel more comfortable with playing 8? Do you want to be down 2 without the hammer, or do you want to be down 3 with the hammer? Most teams will choose to take the hammer in this situation. Of course, 5 rock rule into play, and 3 is definitely a possibility. Last rock here in the 7th end. try to roll this one out, and it will go, so it'll be a blank. And Team Slattery will have the hammer coming home down 3 here in end number 8 in Vernon.
Woo-hoo. Sick fight. You gotta see this. Look, 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 look.
Shh, I'm saving money.
Save up to 25% on your optional car insurance for safe driving with Bel Air Direct.
Back here in the Vernon Curling Club, Prestige Hotels and Resorts Curling Classic. Draw number 3 here. Draw number 3 of women's action. Team Thompson holds the 3-point lead over Team Slattery. And our next feature matchup here on sheet 1 will be at 12:30. It'll be Team Cotter versus Team Morizumi of Japan in the first draw of men's play here in Vernon. Team Thompson will kick us off here to start the last end. Now, if they are tied after 8, there will be an extra end. Team Thompson is going to want to put this one in the house. Don't want to be short here. Lynette Nordic the lead for this Thompson team. We'll come to rest there in the top of the 12-foot. Top 12, top 8, and it'll be a corner guard here for Team Slattery. Team Slattery, the skip, but throws the lead rocks. And that rock will be a perfect corner guard there for Team Slattery. And some of the other sheets over on sheet 2. Chelsea Carey holds a 5-3 lead over Sarah Work as they play 8th. Chelsea Carey does have the hammer. And on sheet 5, it's Team Richards up 7-5 over Team Coulomb as they played the 7th end. Team Richards has the hammer. Team Coulomb will be our one of our feature games here later this afternoon. I believe at 4:30 as they'll take on Sarah Work. And we'll finish off tonight by it will be a men's action and Team Tardy versus Team Giel. So that rock will come through the house. Team Thompson. Rock by Kim will come behind the blue guard. It'll be a double corner. Team Thompson can't peel yet. 5 rock rule. This one's a little heavy. We'll slide to the back and slide it on through. It's still, that's okay in this situation if you're Team Thompson. You know, every rock, you know, Team Slattery that's in play. Team Slattery could use to freeze on or hide behind. So not a bad miss there. Come around draw here. Asked for Shania McGivern. This one looks very nice. Shayna with a great shot right on the tee line, and Carla's going to go right to the guards and ask for the peel. Amanda Guido, the second on this Team Thompson team. And the hit is made, and the single peel will go. Now for Team Slattery, you could throw another one, and as you can see, we do have a final as a Team Carey defeated Sarah Wark. Both those teams will go to 1-1 now. McGivern just taking her time in the hack. They're going to play the come around here, and again looking nice. Try to finish it off. They are going to bounce off, so leave it partially open. There might be a double there for Team Thompson. And looks like they're going to try it. If anything, you want to be tight here and, peel the guard. That's still a good result. But it's a double opportunity here as we're now on to third rocks. And if these two go, a little more pressure on Team Slattery. They need to score 3 in the set with 4 rocks left to go. And it will overcurl a bit, and we'll just hit the corner guard. Now for Team Slattery, just to guard that double. Sheila Cowan now, her first here in the 8th end. It's all about the positioning here of this rock. This one's sliding a little deep. But it's still really good, kind of right on the logo there. Although Team Thompson now will try to bang this one in the rings as well. Clear a couple blues out of the way here. And right out of Joey's hand, Carla is calling hard for the sweeper. They'll just get the one, and the peel is made. Now for Team Slattery, you throw one more guard. And the issue is for Team Slattery here is that those 2 blues are, it's almost a, it's a guaranteed double almost. It's really hard to not make the double if you go after those 2. That's the big problem right now for Team Slattery. So they're going to have to guard it, 1, maybe 2 more times. the last of third stones. And again, another great guard there made by Sheila. Now, onto the skips rocks here in and number 8. Team Thompson looking to go to 2-0. Excuse me, 1-1. So another chance here to run that blue in and get at least one of those blues in the 8-foot out. This one's coming close. She'll just get the 1, and she will roll out. Now for Team Slattery, it's, again, just the way those two rocks are sitting, you have to throw one more guard at it. You'll have to throw one more guard. Then you'll either see maybe Team Thompson make a play on maybe the open blue rock and the one on the far right, or they might see them draw into the rings, but they could definitely leave a double for Team Slattery to play the tie here. And they're going to come down and talk about this. I really do feel that the guard is the call. Here, again, just one more. Place the guard right there just to block the double. And then you'll allow Carla, to maybe play a tap on this wide one here to win. Or again, she could draw in. But it's very tough to draw in and not leave a double for Team Slattery. The issue for Team Slattery, again, if you go in on this one, Carla has this double all day long. That's very hard to miss. So I feel, again, Team Slattery, the guard is the call. It does give you, I believe it does give you your best chance of getting 3 this end. And you force Carla to make it a very difficult shot to eliminate one of those blues. Again, she could also play the run back as well, and all she has to do is just take out one of those blues in the house. Maybe you have this rock a little higher, make this run back a little more difficult. So we'll see what they have decided here. And I think the guard is the call. So it's definitely the right call here for Team Slattery, in my opinion. There's a Kylo now who's having issues with draw weight here, and this one's sliding in. Oh, I need it to stop right now, and it will stop at the top of the 12-foot, but it is an opportunity here for Team Thompson to play a shot for the win. Needs to make 2 blues disappear. out here is just to hit the blue one that was just thrown by Alyssa right into that pile there, and you should be able to get 2 moving. And the sweepers are on this one. Lynette Nordic. Get the 1 and the 2 will go, and great shot there by Carla Thompson. She will pick up the W here in this one. We'll move to 1 and 1. Team Slattery will now sit at 0 and 1. That will do it for our morning draw here in Vernon at the Prestige Hotels and Resorts Curling Classic. Next feature matchup here on She Won at 12:30. Jim Cotter versus Team Morozumi of Japan. Should be a great one. Thank you for listening. Thank you to our technical producer, Marcio Cicaro. I am Jordan Kiss. We'll talk to you again very soon.
Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Bel Air Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Bel Air Direct.
Woo-hoo. Sick fight. You gotta see this. Look, 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 look.
Shh. I'm saving money.
Save up to 25% on your optional car insurance for safe driving with Bel Air Direct.